This video is a demonstration of the power indicator widget that's included in the Intel Web 2.0 TDK. The purpose of this is just to show you how you would use this in your web page and the basic functionality of the widget. So on the left here you see the widget, a little graphic here that shows you the current level of the battery. The label down there, the power indicators, is just a label. It's not included as the widget itself, so if you don't want it, that's fine. Using the widget's pretty easy. You literally put in one line of source code. So down here you see that we've instantiated a new power indicator in our JavaScript, and that's it. From that point on, the widget does its automatic updating dynamically. The power indicator takes three arguments. The first one is the image, the ID tag of the image created by the widget. This allows you later, if you want, to manipulate the image. It also takes in as a second argument the container, the div ID that you want to place this in. So if you look down here, you'll see the div tag with the ID equal power source container. This helps you in terms of layout. You can create your own web page layout, place this div anywhere on the page, and pass this in the name, and that's where we'll place the widget. Also, the last argument is the update interval in minutes. 10 minutes is usually the best. Power rarely changes that rapidly. We use 5% intervals in this widget, 95, 90%, 85%, etc. So we don't have to really go find out more information that fast. So this is all you got to do. You just put in this line of code and we'll take care of the rest. If you notice right now, the widget has a battery that shows 90%. If I plug my laptop back into the wall, it will show you that you're charging. So this indicator with the lightning bolt says you're plugging to the wall. Now, if I unplug again, it switches back, and of course, plugging back in, it switches to the charging indicator. Now, the way this works is we're utilizing the power information object from the Intel Web 2.0 TDK. The object supports events, and you can listen for these power source change events. So that's what we're using. Now, you can do this yourself. You can write your own widget. In fact, you can look at our source code and see how we did it ourselves. So this is pretty easy to use. You can modify it again. This is an example. Another feature of this power indicator widget, and it's going to be hard to demonstrate, but you notice this says 90%. Over time, as the battery discharges and the percentage changes to 85, 80%, etc., we dynamically update this for you. You don't have to go and check things. It'll actually start to move down. The graphic itself will actually change. The translucence will show you in kind of visual terms what the battery level is, and of course the number changes as well. So you don't have to do any work there. It happens automatically. Another feature we have in this, and it's not quite working yet, we've got a couple little bugs with it, but we support a mouse over event. And so if I mouse over on this, it'll show you some information like whether it's external, its discharge rate, and in the future we're going to put a little more information in there. Again, you saw that little bug there. We're fixing that. So it's pretty useful for a user to see this kind of information, and it is useful for your application itself, because as the battery discharges, specifically to a low level, you may find that some long-running transactions like downloads or uploads, you may want to defer those because the system is almost out of power, or playing a long video on a web page, for example. So you can use this as an indicator for the user, or you can actually use the API itself to modify the behavior of your application. We provide a set of images. You see this translucent battery style. We're planning on providing other theme sets that have different types of graphics or colors, but you're more than welcome to create your own. There's an image directory and a basic naming convention. You create your own set, you put it in there, and we'll use them. We also plan to create other widgets. We've built a CPU indicator widget that will show you the utilization level of a CPU. It's an LED type widget. It'll show as the system's 50% or 80% utilized. We're also planning on developing bandwidth widgets that show the bandwidth level consumption in a similar format, and also a wireless signal strength widget. So this is the power indicator widget. Again, it's included in the Web 2.0 TDK as a sample, full source, and I hope you find it useful. Thanks.